And happy Wednesday morning to everyone out there in Radioland. This is the Red Oak Area Chamber Chat, heard right here on KBEC 1390 AM, 99.1 FM, Classic Texas Music. Today is Wednesday, January 27th. A special day we have today. This is actually the start of National School Choice Week, and I am joined by Dr. Brent Wilson from Life School. Dr. Wilson, thank you so much for joining us today.
You bet. My pleasure. Happy to be here.
Well, let's get started, right? Let's get in the meat and potatoes of everything. What is National School Choice Week, and why is it important?
Well, I'm very glad you asked that. National School Choice Week actually started in 2011, and from the way it sounds, a lot of people will think it's just about public charter schools. But the reality is, National School Choice Week celebrates parents' right to choose the best educational fit for their children. So when I say that, that actually includes the ability for families to choose a traditional ISD, to choose a public charter school, homeschooling, private school, whatever it is that's the best fit for their kids to be successful. That's the whole reason why National School Choice Week exists.
And we talk about that from so many different facets. We made that decision in our family as well. Sure. Two of my daughters are graduates of Life School,
awesome.
So I mean, we definitely hold them, and I told you all in high regard. So,
well, thank you.
So, Life School is a public charter school.
Yes.
Kind of define that. What is a public charter school?
Well, a public charter school is a privately run public school. So, Life School is a public charter school. What I mean by that is our kids take the same STAR test that a traditional ISD would take. We're held to financial accountability standards where we have to report to the state, we have to report to the public. We're responsible with public funds, so obviously we want to be ethical and have integrity in everything that we do. So that's our structure. What makes a public charter school unique is public charter schools can choose themes that they're focused on, not just when they deliver instruction, but how they deliver it, the themes, the environments that they create. So one thing that we do at Life School is we focus in on character and leadership traits. So obviously we have a comprehensive model as well where we offer athletics, fine arts, academics, but our focus is on leadership and character because we believe that your talents will get you there, but your character will keep you there wherever you're aspiring to be.
Absolutely, and that's such a great focus. I love that so much. Let's go into that a little more. Let's talk a little bit more about Life School. Of course,
yeah.
I know of Life School just simply because of the legacy you all have here in this county. I mean, your family has been such a huge part in this county for a long time. Your father, Dr. Tom Wilson, with the things that he's done over the years. Let's go and tell me a little bit about Life School.
Well, Clint, thank you so much. We're honored that for generations our family has been in the Ellis County, South Dallas area on both sides of our family. And my dad did pastor Oak Cliff Assembly of God, which became Oaks Fellowship, which is now Oaks Church. My dad since passed, but my brother was even the lead pastor at the Oaks for many years and just moved into a different role. He's still at the church, but moved into a different role. But Life School actually was the idea was birthed out of the church. He saw that in the community that there were kids that would show up for gym nights and things, but they were lacking leadership and character training. He was like, okay, not everyone's going to go to church, but how can I help teach character and leadership traits that help that are instilled in kids to where they become people of integrity when they grow up. They're people of character. So that was really how Life School started. It's one of the oldest charter schools in Texas, founded in 1998, 5,500 students across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And we're just really proud of what all we offer, and we love serving families and serving students.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
It's not about dollars and cents.
That's right.
And all the numbers. It's about the student, right? And one of the things I think is most impressive that y'all have is y'all have 100% graduation rate.
We're really proud of that. I think this, you have to connect with students first. You have to show them that you care. You also have to have accountability. You have to challenge them to reach their full potential. And that's one of the things that we do with even the Life Leader cards, which is something that we've developed It's 15 character and leadership attributes that we don't just staple on to the end of the day going, here's your character lesson. We actually incorporate and weave into daily instruction different situational opportunities and experiences where kids are learning about information literacy, financial literacy, humility, ethical leadership, being effective communicators, being resilient, self-managed. We haven't seen a lot of self-management and self-awareness on when you talk about the media.
Absolutely.
Right. So it's important that that as parents and as educators and just in the community in general, that we're reinforcing positive ideas and behaviors that help kids keep their cool, to where they can listen, they can interact with people, even people they don't agree with. They can actually have discussions and continue to learn, right? Because if we don't listen, we don't learn. So that's one thing we do at Life School. We try to create an environment where students are going to have discussions. They're going to learn from one another. They're going to learn from their teachers, obviously. But all of that is reinforced. We're just reinforcing what parents are doing at the home, because we believe parents are the primary educator. They're the primary choice makers in their kids' lives, and that's the way it should be.
Absolutely, and I agree with that so much. And I love the product that y'all do and all the different facets you have. Again, there's so many things that are the same, being fine arts, athletics, the different avenues you all have available for kids. But, I do have to ask this question.
Yeah.
Some people may think that charter schools harm a traditional ISD. How do you think that charter schools and Life Schools specifically fit into the educational landscape of our community?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. It's not always the easiest one to answer. But the reality is this. Whenever adults are involved, we all tend to politicize things, right? We fall into it.
We have our own opinions.
We do. We all have strong opinions on things. I think it's important, though, to really take a step back and focus on what's important. I think at the end of the day, what's important is the student achievement gap. We've got everyone in education, regardless of the model, and that's why this is National School Choice Week. Everyone's trying to help students fill in the achievement gap and be successful and be prepared for the future. Specifically for Life School, and even credit to the local traditional ISD superintendents and leadership I get to work with in our area. We have a great relationship, Clint. And it's because we're intentional. It doesn't mean that we agree on everything, but we like each other. We actually have breakfast with one another, and we talk about what's happening, what our challenges are for students. We collaborate when we can. I think that attitude and approach versus being in competition with one another and collectively being in competition with a student achievement gap, that is the right focus. That's
Absolutely.
The area.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I agree with you so much. And Red Oak ISD and Life School have always had this great working relationship, Yeah, like you said, they're friendly competitors. I mean, you all have your things that you're going for, but for the most part, you're working together because... Again, not about the dollars and cents, not about this, not about that. It's about the kids.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. It is drilled down to the importance of the kids that we're serving. Okay? That's very important. I think it's also important to understand how the way that we approach and the priority we're putting kids at, we're actually preparing them for what's next. That translates actually into what our business community needs, right? So when you think about employers and you think about what they want in their future workforce, they need them to have those life leader attributes that we talked about earlier. Being ethical and making good decisions. They need those things. I think also it actually makes our community more appealing to more families that want to come in, to more businesses that want to come in when they see everyone working together. So from an economic development standpoint, we're all winning when students win on an individual level.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And collaboration is so important.
It is.
And you said it right, building the community, right? It's encouraging everything and growing. And, of course, the relationship we've had, the chamber back and forth with y'all. I mean, it's been wonderful. All the years, Dr. Fuller of course, been a big part of that. And, thank you so much for everything. As we're about to wrap up, Dr. Wilson, do you have anything else to say today?
I do. Thanks for giving me an opportunity for a shameless plug. This is our new enrollment season. We just had our re-enrollment cycle. We have new enrollment opportunities. So the window is open. If you want to know more information about Life School, what we offer, the environment that we have, go to lifeschools.net. So you can go to lifeschools.net, and at the very top page, it'll say new student application for 2021-22 now open. Click on that information, short application, and then we'll go from there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Wilson. Appreciate you joining me today, and look forward to working with you more in the future, of course. And folks, that is about all the time I have again today. Again, if y'all are interested and you want to just see what's out there, talk to the folks at Life School. It's not a plug for them. It's not a plug for ISD. It's just being informed. It's about being smart about what you're doing with your life. And folks, that is all the time I have today. Dr. Wilson, again, thank you for joining us. This has been Red Oak Area Chamber Chat, heard right here on KBEC 1390 AM, 99.1 FM, classic Texas music.